Comes up like this. And then since this waistband, it's supposed to be a waistband, but since it's too big on me, because the way my friend made it, I just go like this. Okay, there we go. Here. Cool, I'll show you what I mean.
And you said your eyes are actually the eyes of
Spikey, yeah. Now if I had a suit.
So what's the mouth?
The mouth is the same as my real mouth. See, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. So, see, I can actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then watch this. If it's.
Oh, let's see, what's it doing?
It says Spikey McFox. It's a light up name tag.
Oh, okay.
I have sometimes, yeah. Be looking out of, but since my suit is like a cartoony, like a cartoon kind of suit, I can actually see out of these eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you look pretty real there.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today we're on set here at Fusion Academy with our popular and famous and compassionate Spikey McFox.
Hello.
Hey, Spikey, say hello to the audience.
Hello, everyone. It's your favorite red and blue fox, Spikey McFox, here to do an interview at Fusion Academy. So, yes.
So, Spikey, how did you come about?
Well, so basically, my creator, Maya, her friend and her were online one day, and her friend Cammie said, "Hey, Maya, there's this new program called the Sonic Creator, and it's basically the character Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog, and you can create your own character." And she said, "I already made one." And she said, "Well, do you want to make one?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Because we both love animals. We've always loved animals. So I was never really one to like foxes. I didn't really care for foxes, but I really liked the character Tails. I was kind of inspired by him. He wasn't my favorite character, but anyways, I liked his design, so I decided I would start off as a fox. And it was also kind of her suggestion. I created the colors because I just liked the way they blended together, just the way they looked. I don't know why I chose magenta hair, or I'm breaking the fourth wall here. I don't know why Maya chose magenta for my hair. But she thought it would be kind of cool because originally my hair was supposed to be all like spiky because my name is Spikey, so it's supposed to be like a rock star. But my hair is a little bit more slick back now. But yeah, so I was created, and originally I had 3 tails, but Maya kind of wanted me to be a little simpler, so I have 1 for now. But yeah, that's how I was created.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did Maya turn you into Spikey into a fursuit?
She turned me into a fursuit officially on October 8th of 2017, because she became a furry on September 4th of 2017, but then she wasn't sure she wanted to make the fursuit of me right away because, she needed the materials. And one day, Cammie and her were hanging out, and she said, "Hey, let's make fursuits." And because they were both furries, and she's like, "Okay." So I was created.
How long did it take for her to create you?
For the first version of me, it was like about 2 days, but this version of me that you can see right here took her about 3 months. She was kind of lazy, she told me.
Did she glue you together? She sew you together?
She did a bit of both. She glued my base, and then she sewed together my fur and glued it on. She tells me that she needs to repair me a little bit, like my cheeks and stuff, but she really favors me a lot, and she thinks I'm her best creation that she's ever made.
Well, I think you are also.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who is your audience?
So my audience, well, I have an audience on YouTube. I currently have 624 subscribers.
Wow.
But yeah, I have like all sorts of people from kids to adults that watch my videos. And I tend to talk about real life situations, whether it's in the furry fandom or basic things you need to know about being a furry, or if it's like situations, outside of the furry fandom, but just in the world in general. They're mainly a furry audience, but I do have some family members who watch my videos too. So, I don't know, they all say they like my content though.
So are you funny? Or are you serious? Do you give like a Mr. Rogers type talk or Miss Doubtfire or?
Actually, I have done all of those things. I have done some, well, actually, I did one speech that was more, it's like Mr. Rogers, but it was more also like, I was acting like friendly and stuff, but I was also acting serious. Like I was trying to portray a Martin Luther King kind of style, but still also be like he was a very gentle guy, but also like someone where I was targeting it more towards the children as well. But yeah, I did that. I've been recently doing some comedic sketches, but serious stuff, and I kind of want to go back to doing serious stuff because I was just being true to my audience. I mean, I always try to be true, but I was just telling them just what happens in the world and stuff like that, and things they need to know and be aware of, but also keep it kid-friendly at the same time, But yeah, I do like to do comedic stuff though, because I feel like ever since me and Maya have been watching The Simpsons together, I feel like we've just come up with creative ideas,
Can you give us an idea of give us a little sample of a serious one and take us into a funny one?
Sure. So a serious video I did, well, there was that speech one that I was talking about, but another one I did was talking about, like how to save money when going to a furry convention. Now, yes, that's more furry related and not like real world related, but it was still talking about like how you have to prepare your flight or if you're going to drive, and you have to like get the tickets ahead of time. And I've also talked about how to just keep your fursuit clean and stuff like that as well. So from tips to saving money and keeping your suit clean and budgeting and how to stay safe in the furry fandom, stuff like that.
Stay safe in the furry fandom? What is that about?
Basically, there are some adults in the fandom, and just like in every fandom, they can be kind of a little, too, people say mature. I like to say immature because of some of the things they do. But since they're adults, not saying they're all bad, but it's just kind of like internet safety. Especially since the fandom is mostly online, you kind of have to be safe because there are bullies online. There are just people who are just kind of suspicious anywhere you go, but also in the fandom. And I have to tell kids about that because I'm like, yes, I'm also telling you through the internet, but I still want you guys to know that you got to be careful with anyone you meet,
Very good.
Yeah.
That's an important message, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep it safe.
Keep it safe and just know who's out there. Because even I have to be careful on YouTube because I don't know who watches my videos. I don't know any particular person who does, besides my parents, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you just got to be safe, anywhere and anytime. Because I do sometimes talk about my Christian beliefs on YouTube. So I will maybe state verses or say things that happen in the Bible, even if they're not direct verses or quotes and stuff. But I'll talk about that. I'll talk about my political beliefs. I mean, everyone has the right to their own opinion, but I'll just state mine and the facts I have behind that. Or if I'm hearing something on the news that I really want to talk about to my audience, I'll lay down the facts. I'll try not to go too opinion-based as much as I can, even though I do sometimes. I'll do that, and I did start a series on that, but I haven't continued it. But I'll do stuff like that, and I also, I tend to, I had something in my head there for a second. Basically, I tend to, just kind of state the facts as I know, yeah, I don't know how to...
Well, tell me this. You're in life skill class, and we brought in Spikey as part of your civic mindedness subject. So what project or what topic would you like to share with the student body through Spikey?
Well, I definitely want to share that one thing that, and this is something I like to talk about on my videos too, even though I'm a furry, and I know people who are furries, and just in general with people who are different, because everyone's different in their own way. I really think people, and including the student body, should know that it's okay. You don't have to judge anyone for it. And plus, I notice a lot of people who tend to judge me personally, just as an example for anyone who gets bullied, is that usually the people who are bullying you are people who really aren't, like, either they get bullied themselves or they just think low of themselves, so they want to tease someone else. It's really sad, but it is a thing that happens.
So you're saying it's about a self-esteem?
Yeah, basically, like, don't give up on yourself. And, like, yes, you can't always be positive. I mean, I have my sad days, and I talk about that on video as well as my happy days. Not in referencing the show, even though that's a good show. But basically, you gotta just be true to yourself. You know, if you're a furry, that's fine. If you like anime, that's fine. You know, you just don't let people take you down because, you know, they're gonna do that. And they like to do that. Doesn't mean if they do that you can get them back, because that's not good either. You don't want to be like them. But you don't want them to, you know, you don't want them to harass you. And yes, they will. But whenever they do that, just kind of say, yeah, thanks. Or like if they say, oh, that's a weird suit. And I said, yeah, it is a weird suit. Because then it's something they don't expect. It's not necessarily something bad like you're bullying them, but you're just saying something that they don't expect, and it throws them off left field and stuff like that. It's something that will just shock them, and, you know, I don't know, it shows that you're irresistible. I mean, you don't want to fake it. I mean, maybe it's really difficult for you to say something like that, or that's not truly what you'd say. Like, for me, for example, if I said something like that, I would say something like that, but I would get nervous to say something like that before and after, which is fine.
So what would you say to a 10-year-old who's being bullied because of their physical size?
Well, I would definitely say just...
Can I hear in a spiky voice? How would you address that?
In a spiky voice?
Yeah.
Well, I have never tried my spiky voice before, actually. But as a spiky voice, this is my attempt, I would definitely say that you gotta know this. You gotta know this. It doesn't matter your size. It matters your personality, because you can't change your size. I mean, you can't change your personality either. But my point is that you just gotta tell people, you know, who cares? Just move on. Ignore them, or just say, like, okay, great. I'm short. Who cares? You know, I'm short. I like to pretend I'm tall, but I'm really not. But the thing is that, you know, you just gotta push past those kind of people, because, like I said, they're broken people. Maybe just reach out to them, which can be hard sometimes, because sometimes they're kind of like, they don't want to be reached out to and stuff like that. But if you reach out to them, you might find someone inside that you never expected, you know? I mean, that's not as easy, but it's something you can do. Or just say, like I said, just kind of stand up for yourself and say, hey, you know, I'm not going to let you push past me. You don't have to say that, but just say, oh, thanks, I am short. You know, like I said, the other thing, you just, you know.
So you're saying to agree with them?
Yes, not meaning you're actually agreeing with them.
Yeah.
But that's something they don't expect. If you were to say, oh, why are you bullying me? That's what they're going to do. They're going to take that. They're expecting that. Mm-hmm. They're going to take that and use it against you. But if you say something like agreeing with them, they're going to be like, they're actually going to be thrown off to the point where they're kind of upset themselves, you know? And you kind of, it's, like I said, you're not trying to bully them, but you're trying to kind of show them it doesn't affect you.
Okay.
You know?
Cool.
And it's okay if it does truly affect you, you know, we all get upset by things like that, but don't show them your weakness. I know that sounds kind of harsh and like, oh, you know, and I'm not saying you can't ever cry or anything, but you just want to be careful around those kind of people, because they feed off of that.
Someone just asked me, what is that black tab on your chest? What is that?
Oh yeah, so this is a light up badge I have. I think it's on. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. There we go. So yeah, it says my name, and it has some emojis on it, and it has a paw print, and I love paws.
Spikey McFox. Oh.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, it's my light up badge, and when I bought it, they told me that I can program it in any way I want. Like I can just put my name, I could write a whole script from a movie on it, and it'll go forever, you know? So it's
tell
quite
me this.
awesome.
Has Spikey ever had other friends, furrier friends on your YouTube channel as your as guest speakers?
Yes, I have. One of the first times I when Maya created the first version of me, skit, which is Maya's friend Jane. And we did a song, and it was hilarious. We were like, stay away from the creepy people. And it was just like a song we just made up out of the blue.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Okay, so it goes like this. Now, I don't remember the whole song, but here it goes.
Do you do a little dance step with it too?
A little bit, yeah. So it's like this. Stay away from the creepy people. 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 And like she'll start kind of rapping a little bit, and I'll be like, yeah, you know? And that's kind of our thing, you know? And she's been in other videos too, but another person that's been a guest speaker on my channel, it's definitely got to be my friend Cammie, the one who helped me create Spikey. Even though he was my inspiration, she's the one who told me about the Sonic creator. And ever since then, Spikey was created, and I just became existing. But yeah, so she's been in a lot of my videos, and she is still making her fursuit, but she has definitely been a big inspiration to me and my fans. And she's just funny, you know, same with Jane. Mm. But yeah, so she, you know, even some of my family members have come on before, you know?
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
It's been quite awesome.
You're quite popular, Spikey.
Yep. I am. Thank you. And also, my Maya made a friend with this girl online who made paws for me, and she was on one of Maya's videos too, or one of my videos technically, because I'm the star, but you know what I'm saying. So it was a really cool video. We got to cook stuff together.
Oh, wow.
And she lives in Colorado, but we did like a video where she took a video, and then I took a video of me doing the same thing. You know, I didn't do the best because I couldn't find all the ingredients I needed, but it was good anyways. It was pretty funny, you know?
That is so neat.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, how can you inspire people with your messages from Spikey?
Well, I definitely think, because my goal, first of all, is to make comedic videos, like I said, and talk about, you know, real world issues and stuff. But I feel like I can inspire people by being myself, you know, yes, being positive, but also telling people when I'm feeling sad, because then maybe it can inspire them to tell the truth to people and, you know, not be afraid to tell them how they're feeling, you know?
True.
Now, sure, you know, there are times when you gotta keep some things, you know, more for a therapist or something, but it's either way, it's still important to be honest, you know, especially with your parents.
Now,
Yeah.
What is the future for Spikey? Is Spikey going to become a national speaker?
Well,
is Spikey going to be in parades? Is Spikey what is the future for Spikey?
Well, I do know I am going to be in some parades. I hope to be some sort of national speaker. If not, at least a speaker on YouTube, if YouTube still stays around by then. But I'm going to do that. I'm also going to keep spreading my inspiring message, and I'll probably suit around places and just say hi to random people like I used to do, and you know, make people's day, take pictures with them, you know, maybe do some charities, because there are a lot of charities in the furry fandom that I could join into, like for animals and for people and stuff like that, you know. Even like right now there's a charity for ALS. This one furry's dad has ALS, so he wanted to do a charity. And he's made almost up to $15,000 now. Actually, no, he is at $15,000. He just needs to make it at $20,000. And so I want to do something like him, because he's helping out, you know, and I just want to help out too, you know. I mean, sure.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Sure, my family doesn't have ALS, but it would still be nice to help
Others.
Yep,
yeah.
Exactly.
So you're doing that golden rule, doing to others as you have them to do to you.
Exactly.
Very good.
Exactly. Thank you.
Was there anything you want to say to the audience before we say goodbye today?
Well, yes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember to just be yourself. And, you know, just be yourself. Like, for example, I mean, for me, like on these videos, I don't usually have a script. So I just say what comes out of my heart. So just say what comes out of your heart. Feel how you're going to feel, because no one else can control you but yourself. So just feel how you feel, you know, and yeah. And if you ever need some, I know not everyone out there is a Christian, but if you ever need help, just look to God, because He's the ultimate inspirer. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Spikey. Thank
no
you so
problem.
much, Maya.
Yeah, anytime.
You're a blessing, a rich blessing to Fusion Academy.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.